This is Subaru's first electric car, and its second project with Toyota. Keeping up Subaru's heritage as an all-rounder, they've included off-road features in its Solterra, something which not too many EVs can claim. The X-Mode system controls the motors and brakes to deliver the optimum traction on difficult terrain, such as deep mud, snow, even steep and slippery slopes. Permanent all-wheel drive comes as standard from the electric motors on each axle. And the Solterra's price rivals include Kia's EV6, Nissan's Ariya, Skoda Enyaq 4, Hyundai Ioniq 5, Tesla's Model Y, VW's ID4, and its donor car, Toyota's bZ4X. Inside you get faux leather upholstery, which is easy to clean, and you don't worry too much about damaging it as it looks pretty tough. There's also a pano sunroof, a very nice Harman Kardon sound system, electrically adjustable seats, adaptive cruise, heated front seats, and heated steering wheel. Other standard kit includes an excellent HD 360-degree parking camera, digital rear view mirror, heat pump for those extreme temperatures where the extra juice is required, powered tailgate, and 18-inch alloys. Wireless Apple CarPlay works flawlessly. It's easy to pair with your phone and it connects every time. It's a user-friendly environment with the right mix of traditional buttons and touch-screen functions. The 7-inch driver's binnacle has limited information and is easy to read once you manage to look above or around the steering wheel. When charging, it doesn't show the remaining time left though, assuming most owners will probably be using the app to gauge charging time. The central 12-inch screen is brilliant. It has nice graphics, it's easy to read and navigate, and it responds to swooshes and prods accordingly. Cabin space and storage is good, with plenty of cubbies dotted around the cabin. There's a huge storage space under the centre console with charging ports where you can place your phone, or you can use the tray on top, which has a translucent cover. Somehow the cup holders still get the multitasking job of phone, keys and sometimes actual cup storage. Rear seat passengers are also well catered for with comfortable seats, armrest, with cup holders and a pair of USB-C sockets. There's also no transmission tunnel, so you get plenty of legroom and the ability to angle the seat backs, which is one of the best additions to rear passenger comfort in recent times. The boot opening has a wide square shape, leading to 452 litres of capacity. To create even more space, you can fold the rear seat backs 60-40. There's space in the boot floor specifically for the cables, but unfortunately there's no extra frunk space. There's lots of safety tech, some of which you can access on the steering wheel, including lane keep assist. You also get automatic emergency braking and blind spot monitoring. While the scales tell us that the Solterra is a 2-ton electric SUV, Subaru has made it a great little runabout to drive with decent handling and a great way of nipping in and out of parking spaces like a pro at the supermarket. Speed bumps melt away and passengers are comfortably cushioned from potholed surfaces. Range is estimated at around 465 kilometers using limited settings, but if you would like to drive it normally, you'll only get 330 kilometers, and in the cold, that charge doesn't hang about for long. To increase range, you can adjust the level of regeneration using paddles mounted behind the steering wheel with a quick access button for the strongest setting on the dashboard. In this hardest setting, one pedal driving is almost doable, but don't count on it bringing the Solterra to a complete stop. If you're like me and prefer a more fluid driving style, then leave it in normal. You will, however, suffer an energy deficit. The Solterra is nippy, getting from 0 to 100 km an hour in just 6.9 seconds. It really doesn't feel as heavy as it is, the battery barely makes an impression in the handling, and this is a good thing. The duo of electric motors produce 215 brake horsepower and 337 Newton meters of torque, which is plenty for a runabout. Load it up with people and their belongings, and you will pay a weight penalty with the battery taking on extra work to move them all. The Solterra is capable of 150 kilowatt rapid charging, which means in less than 30 minutes you can get from 10 to 80% of charge. Slow charging, on the other hand, is quite slow, taking around 13 hours from a 7.4 kilowatt home wall box to get to full. While it has multiple onboard settings and drivetrain settings, it's not massively capable of venturing too far off the beaten track. Between the range and ordinary good ground clearance, you will be covered for tracks and wintry trails. Anything further afield and in cold weather will require plenty of nearby charging availability. While most of the Solterra comes from Toyota's BZ4X, the X-Mode settings here have been developed by the more experienced Subaru. The Solterra solves a problem for those looking to get an electric SUV that will go off-road. The price is high against rivals whose range also goes further, yet the Solterra is light, comfortable, nippy, and it has decent performance and space.
It's a spacious car, it's a nice car, but at this price point its competitors are the Kia EV6, Skoda Enyaq 4 and much more premium feeling cars. I would put it in the category such as the BYD Atto 3 and the Aura Funky Cat. There it would be quite a contender, it would be quite premium, but not at this price point because they're in and around 35 to 40,000 euro, and this Solterra is starting at 51, so it's quite expensive. It sees itself in a class above where it really is, I think, so that's slightly confusing for buyers. But it's an excellent little runabout as long as you don't do high intense mileage with weight on board. It's a great car, great visibility, nice enough dash and interior. nothing special, nothing to write home about, similar to the Toyotas. But I love the infotainment. They've done a brilliant job on that. So 10 out of 10 for the infotainment.